So finally waded through all the layout issues. Let me show you what it looks like on an iPhone. So we've got the splash screen comes up. The splash screen now works on all devices that I've got. It turns out one of the things that I had to do was to actually delete on the iPhone that was the physical device where it was failing, was delete the app and then restart, and then it would come back in. And it's picky on that thing, but once you have it in, it works. All right, so I've got this starting. Here's kind of some other weirdness. But it works. So there's a start game button here. There's a start game button there. I haven't figured out what I'm going to do for this backdrop. Start game, and then the red roster. All of these can start the game. And all of this layout looks kind of like what I want it to look like. I want to be able to hit plus. It ups this number, showing there's that count. And I've added some additional units. So there's a light armor, a regular armor, and a heavy armor. And I'm going to start working on this guy with a range. So you don't have to be adjacent. Other thing about the armor is in the icon, it looks more, I figured out how to do this with GIMP. Basically, when you draw that ellipse, you transform, well, let me rephrase that. I tried to draw it with an ellipse and then change via the transform scale. I went back to just drawing a rectangle, and there's a round corners capability, so that's what happens there. Does it have, yeah, so like here is like there's an H for heavy, but you can see it's not very readable here. Let's see if I can zoom in. I think that's barely visible. And to be honest with you, currently it's no different from a regular armor unit, but it's just an icon. So when I did combat, I couldn't get it to go back to the settings. Now it dismisses all the view controllers, yada yada yada, and it goes back. Let's make sure the audio, well, this is great. Audio is off. It was already off and I've broken that. Okay, so whatever. Let's see it on iPad. I probably really need to refactor some of this logic because I'm learning how to do it, and some of the things I'm doing I can see I did wrong, and I restarted it. Alright, so let's want to make sure off, on. I'm going to leave it on off just to make sure. Oh, this is not good. See, I can see I've been testing on the iPhone 14. This looks wrong. It looks wrong already. Yeah. So something there when I made that view. Alright, well, it still has audio. So I've got other issues. Like I said, you need to, I can see the start game down there. It's not going to the proper view. So as I said, I don't know why that worked on, just make sure this is really odd. Let's clean the build folder and build it again. So if I start game from there, it's fine. Okay, let's try this. Let's do this again. All right, if we go over here and hit start game, It fails. Okay, so it's the start game on the other code. Let's look at this main. Present modally. Present modally. So this was the first one that was there. It worked there. It's also one of the things I don't understand. There we go. Identifier, start game. I don't see. That's the same. Don't know. One thing I can tell you for sure I need to learn how to do is I need to have this set up differently for each one. I'm going to stop this. Let's get rid of this for a second. Here's another thing I can show you. Let's hide this code on the left. See how that guy's got, there's no red. In the preview, he's not, it doesn't show properly in the canvas. It doesn't show properly in the canvas. Okay, well that's, pardon me. Okay, it doesn't show properly in the canvas. I saw the red and I thought it was the things where you get like warnings up here. Sometimes when you pop on them, they'll come up. Yeah. So anyway, just one more try after we've done it. Make sure it works on that first one. I'll look at that again. That failed. And that works properly. Alright. Let's do it one more time. Okay, let's go to next. Let's hit start game here. That fails. So, I want to look and see what we've got here. Let's scale to fill. Let's scale to fill. Opaque. No, it looks like it's entering the same. I don't know. The bottom line is it's beginning to make more progress.